Hocus Pocus. About some dweeby kid, his sister, and his crush, and he accidentally releases three witches back from the dead. This actually was a film that bombed and then gained a cult following. The reason why it bombs is because they released it in July. A Halloween movie released in July. Some Disney executives saw this footage and said, you know what, this film should be released in July because it looks like a summer film. They were smoking some crack to think that. Anyway, this film gained a lot of popularity, and especially in recent years, enough to it to get a shitty sequel. But let's take a look at the original, see if it's any good, which it is. About some dweeby kid, his sister, and his crush, and he accidentally releases three witches back from the dead. Three witches, known as the Sanderson sisters, want to devour children so they can remain youthful, which is about as dark as it sounds. Though for the most part, they are mostly played for laughs, and they get quite a lot of them, actually. Most of the jokes revolve around the witches not understanding modern-day cultures. They're from the 1800s or something like that. And they see a school, like, oh, this be a school, prison for kids, and stuff like that. And, I don't know, I find it funny. Sure, a lot of kids also thought it was funny. Well, the 10 kids who saw it and when it came out, because it was a lie. My favorite things about this movie is there's a cat named Binks, and he has the funniest talking voice ever. He's a British kid, and he's like, and his mouth moves in a really funny manner. In the beginning, we get to see this guy as a real-life person before he was turned into a cat. I mean, just look at this effect. I mean, come on, you gotta love how shitty it looks. At one point, the cat is run over by a bus. They treat it like this dad's sad death scene, and it looks really bad. Uh-oh, remember, he's immortal, so he just inflates back to life. That effect looks so bad, but I love it so much. Yeah, the film is fun, but it does have some problems. The beginning of the film isn't very good. It takes a while to get started. I don't know why, but this cat just cracks me up. I don't know why I like it a lot. Well, I guess the big comeuppance in the end by getting locked in cages and they're just stuck there because the main characters decide not to save them because they're assholes. I mean, that's kind of funny. It's kind of dark, but, you know, they kind of deserved it anyway. They were assholes. These guys steal candy from little kids in Halloween outside people's doors. And there's some bland cliche bullies who are just not fun characters to watch. They're just assholes just to be assholes. You know, those type of characters that no one likes. How come there's no parents stopping these obvious delinquents outside their door? Like, what the fuck are they doing? I mean, really? Like, it doesn't make any sense. The beginning of the movie just kind of awkward. It's kind of like lounges around a bit before it actually gets going. Like, even the main character kind of sucks at the beginning. Like, he has this weird thing where he wants to fuck this one girl and he cuddles a pillow like it's her. Kind of weird.
Oh, Allison. You're so soft.
Once it hits the 20-minute mark, it finally starts to get good. That's when the sisters come around again, and, you know, it starts to get spooky, and it really gets you in that Halloween spirit. So I highly recommend this movie, watching it around Halloween. There's a weird part in the movie where it feels like the film just kind of ends. Like, all the characters are like, yeah, let's settle down. The cat's like, wow, I have a home. This is lovely. And all this other stuff because they thought they killed his sisters. And this scene goes on for quite a while, actually. So it's kind of interesting that way. Also, this girl's cuddling with a guy who's 300 years old. Keep that in mind. You're like, okay, I guess the film edited, but it's like, nope, they actually didn't die. And there's like 20 more minutes left of the film to go. Very weird, actually. I never seen a film really do that before. It has a giant fake-out ending. Oh, did I say 20 minutes? Like, more like 30 minutes. The witches possess a bunch of kids in town in order for them to come to them and all this other stuff. It's crazy. And I recommend watching it because the rest of me would just be describing the scenes that happen. And you know what? You don't need to see that. Just watch the film for yourself. It's on Disney Plus. You can watch it there. Or you'd be like me and watch it on VHS because I'm beat. Overall, it's a Halloween-themed movie that really gets you in the mood. And especially great for little kiddies out there. If you've got little kids, watch it with them. Just ignore all the times they talk about virginity constantly. In fact, the one kid is a virgin. Kind of weird, but if you want a bewitching good time, give it a watch and just skip the sequel entirely. That's all I gotta say for this film. See you next time when I do cover Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. I'll see you then.